Hello, darlings. If you've ever wondered why I do this, by the way, it's it started off as a way of me sort of identifying which was the first video in when I come to edit this later, and also because Kenny Everett's awesome. Yeah, it's a way of sort of getting the camera to recognize the face as well, and yeah. If you've never heard of Kenny Everett, by the way, I thoroughly recommend you listen to some of his radio shows. His TV show was good. Actually, I've got to say I prefer the BBC ones to the Thames ones. But yeah, if you can listen to his radio stuff, I think there's a few videos on YouTube and things, and have a listen because he's really, really amazing, and was taken away far too young. Oh, anyway, let's get on. Telly's, right, let's have a look here. Here we have a 1984 Ferguson TX10. This is a 22-inch, and this is quite unusual for this channel because this is a parts donor. This is not actually going, normally the TVs you see, like from my previous videos and, you know, what have you. Yeah, so they're all dotted about the place here. Normally the TVs you see in my videos, I like to sort of, you know, repair and look after and get working, but this one is not to be, because if, first of all, if you can see here, the case has swelled up a bit. It's got a bit of damp water damage, and really the whole reason why I wanted this one was because I just need the tube. Because I've got another Ferguson TX10, a Super Sound, which no doubt you'll when I get that one up and running, you'll see. But yeah, a Super Sound, which has actually got like a stereo speakers, not Nikon stereo though, which was an interesting thing. But yeah, but the one I have basically needed a new tube, as it's an ex-rental one. So yeah, so I needed to find one out, and as you can see, this is certainly, well, as far as I can tell anyway, the tube seems to be okay, but yes. So this is a remote control version. You can tell this by the buttons don't stay pressed in. If you remember the video of my other TX10, the 26-inch one, that had the buttons that stick and go click, 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 click. Well, this one doesn't, so yeah. So yeah, this is your pretty standard Ferguson TX10. Yeah, it's got this little drawer here that pulls out for the tuner. Yep, still not an electronic tuner, which yeah, it's it's mad with these, really, considering how high tech they were. But yeah, they were still quite basic, really. But you know how it is. But hey, it does the job. You know, it was sometimes simpler is better. Yeah, these were quite when these came out, these were everywhere. I just mentioned on in one of the groups on Facebook to somebody, is like, because somebody said, oh yes, I remember my parents renting one of these from radio rentals in the 80s. And I was thinking, is there anybody in the UK whose parents didn't have one of these in the 80s? So yeah. So anyway, let's have a look over here. So obviously you can just about see, ooh, if I can get in there. Oh yeah, I'm liking this new camera, by the way. This is very cool. You can just see the channel number indicator in here. Obviously you got volume, brightness, contrast and color, and the on-off switch as well. You also notice as well there's a lot of like different sort of like gaps here and modules, because these are the amount of different configurations these were available in was quite amazing. So looking at the back, yeah, this is again something quite fascinating with these TX10s. You've also got a massive back, but you've also got all these optional bits here, like all these, and you know, whereas you can see this one is just the basic RF, but yeah, these were available with SCART, monitor inputs, yeah, you know, sound outputs as well. Yeah. So yes, so this is a Ferguson TX model 37341. The word Ferguson is a registered trademark of Thorny MI PLC. Yes, if you remember the Ultra video, yes, you'll see that they just replaced the word Ultra in them for the same thing, but yeah. So, the warning thing, yes. So you'll see on the obviously we've got the English. It is dangerous to operate receiver with this cover removed. I'm not quite sure what the German one says, but somebody pointed out on my last Ferguson TX10 video, the German one on that one said, look, just don't be an idiot, man, for God's sake. So yeah, so you're welcome to translate that one as well if you want. I'm not going to run it through Google Translate because God knows what I'll come up with, but yeah. So this is it really. So yes, so I've already started loosening the back off here, so let's take the back off and see what we've got. Right, so we has Mullard A56 540X. Yep, you see 84. Yep. So this is the original tube by the looks of it, from 1984. You can see this one's actually got a plastic chassis rather than the metal one of the earlier part. Allegedly, this was to stop things like the focus control and everything arcing out to the plastic. To quote a well-known YouTuber, baked. Baked. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh, yeah. You know, I mentioned about how the wood was swelling. Ew, my God, this wood's horrible. Yeah, that's actually really bad. Ew. Just as well this is becoming a parts donor, because my God, this is pretty awful. Yeah, so here we go. Obviously, RF tuner, IF stage, various bits and bobs. You know how these things are, you know, various capacitors and things. Ooh, spider web. But yeah, that's looking baked. So, yeah. Return to manufacturer for disposal, it says. I've just noticed it says along there. Okay. Good luck with that one. So yeah. Not entirely sure if this works, but let's just plug it in and see what happens. Ooh. And there it goes. Yeah, it's got your classic slightly out of focus TX10 type tube, but no, that's looking. That's not bad at all. Right, let's get a signal in and see what we've got. Loving the early 80s silvery plastic matching here, so yes. Right, so let's just. Right, we'll see what we've got. Right. Ooh. Ah, shit, something's going wrong. Ah, shit. Ah, something's gone very, very wrong here. Ah. Ooh. Ooh. Hello. I don't know if you can hear me above the rain here, but welcome to the shed of purgatory again. You know, there we go. You can have all sorts of things over here. All the oscilloscopes and things, and the Philips TV there, which I must make a video on soon. A couple of these 70 Satachis. This Goodman's with no vertical. Spare Amstrad monitor. Toshiba, lots of things basically. The main thing is I thought would come back to this this 26-inch Ferguson TX10 because I was just going to borrow the main board off it. You can see the difference in build quality here. Look, yeah. For a start, yeah, this is a metal chassis which does have some disadvantages, but we'll get into it. But yeah, the main thing is what I'm going to do is I'm just going to borrow the board out of this one and try it in the one upstairs and see what we've got. I might just try the the focus control first and see if that solves the problem. Right, because this is taking a little while to get to the bottom of what the problem is with this TX10, I thought I'd have a look at something interesting here. A few days ago, I uploaded a video called Meshtastic because we're all fucked, basically. This was, I'm not going to go into what Meshtastic is. It's basically, I don't know, have I got one? I haven't even got one to hand there. That's how organised I am. But yeah, during this video, I mentioned how it was a sort of like a sort of a disaster scenario messaging service. There's the, there you go, I've got a case there. There we go, these things. And I mentioned that with all the things going on in the world, and I dared to mention the orange guy, the former president of that large place on the other side of the Atlantic, and my God, people were blown up. I mean, it doesn't matter the fact that I also mentioned Palestine, Israel, Russia, Ukraine, or not to mention, obviously, the UK's politics. In fact, you know, some people say, oh, why don't you talk about the UK's politics? Well, I did, but people seem to have missed that one. It's very unusual. So, yeah. But the interesting thing is, because people have been commenting and complaining about it, seriously, look, this is just in a couple of days. I mean, that's like, yeah, I mean, how many? I mean, yes, I am a small town. Look, I've had 18 more subscribers just from that. The watch time is like ridiculous. So, yeah, keep commenting on you know, that. I mean, I'm not really in the habit of mentioning politics. I mean, it was a whole tongue-in-cheek video in the first place, me mentioning that, but yeah. It's like, I love the people saying, oh, I'm never going to subscribe to you. It's like, well, oh no, what a shame, you know. Like I say, I'm up 18 subscribers just, you know, in the last 24 hours. So that is just ridiculous. I mean, look at it. It's just mad. Yeah, it's so yeah. But honestly, I promise I will not mention. Well, it seems I can mention other politics, but just not American politics. So there we go. So I shall not mention. I promise I will not mention American politics in this video. Anyway, back to the main video. Although what I will say is Donald Trump I can't quite figure out what's going on here. So what I've done is I've passed all the information in a short video of what's actually happening to Jan, who, if you're on Facebook, any of the groups like the Electro-Tap TV and video groups, or the TV Servicing Nostalgia group, or anything like that, you'll already be aware of Jan and how his vast knowledge on stuff like this, particularly TX10s as well. So yeah. Okay, right. So I've had a good chat with Jan. We've done a bit of diagnostics, and we've narrowed it down to this thing here. If you could see there, that is the A1 voltage going to the it goes to this part of the CRT, the CRT neck pins. Yeah, There's about 1,000 volts coming out of here. Yes, I have this switched off because it does get a bit spicy. But yeah, so that Jan told me the first thing to do, obviously, if there's not enough voltage, is first of all check this area here. So let's focus. There we go. Yep. So check diode D744, which was fine, and resistor 821. Which again was fine. We were getting 1,000 volts here, and I think it was about 800 volts here or something. But yeah, this was just all over the shop. Or the voltage was sort of bouncing around at the end here, which points to the fact that this is faulty. So this is actually well, it's reading about 1 point something meg. So what I'm going to do for the moment anyway is just take that out and swap it out for, where are we? It's over here somewhere, for the one off this, for this one here, which is off an earlier chassis. So you can see the chassis layout's quite different on this one. This is an earlier TX10 from 1981, but yeah, as you can see, it's got the thing. So I'm just going to swap these over. Hopefully that'll be all right. Or what's more likely to happen is I'll probably damage it in the process and break it. So yeah, but massive thanks to Jan for this. So at least we have the problem anyway. We've narrowed it down. So. This may be a bit more difficult. Maybe not. So I just need to remove the one from this board now. This board does work, but and I suppose I could have just swapped the whole board across, but this is an earlier board. As you can see, it's got a few different things. It's got this power supply here.
There's bubble wrap here, and I want to stand in the bubble wrap.
Okay, so I don't know if you can see there, the replacement is in. Yeah, as as Jan very kindly pointed out as well, this is quite the spicy side. That's about 1,000 volts coming through there. So this is probably about the limits of this screwdriver, to be honest. But yeah, so that's the thing. I haven't adjusted that at all. I'm trying to sort of keep it where it was on the old board. So hopefully that should do something. So hopefully I won't have to do too much adjustment, too many adjustments. So let's have a look and see what we've got. Fingers crossed. Oh, hello. Oh yeah, that's looking much better. Cool, excellent. Hang on, let's just so there we go. I'm just checking the A1 volts here. So yeah, bear in mind, yeah, this is so I'm just gonna do pin 11 is about 750 volts. That is, I don't know if that's a little bit high. I'm just checking with Jan at the moment. So there we go. I've where are we? Let's just okay. There we go. I've backed it up to 666, the number of the beast. So the next stage is to let this set warm up and then do a proper setup on it. Jan's very kindly forwarded me all the information to set this up to do the grayscale. So we'll do that. But first of all, like I say, we need to get the set all warmed up and things. So it takes about 15-20 minutes or so. So I suppose let's stick some signals in and see what we've got while we're doing that. This is where we came in, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so we've still got issues, but my god, already the colours are much nicer. Yeah, sorry about the blanking. Can I sort this out a bit? I think man, the cameras really cannot do the colours justice here. This is a gorgeous picture. As soon as I turn the contrast up, you can see it's going to start blanking, but man, colours on that are absolutely gorgeous there. Right, so apologies for the flashing here, because there's not really anything I can do with this, but I just need to adjust the height here. So I'm just going to, if I can find the damn thing, where are we? There we go. Right, I think that's it. Is that it? Yep, that looks it. Right, so just going to, I think, so it's about halfway. Yeah, I think that's looking good. So yeah, so that is, it's just this one here that I've just adjusted here. Where are we? Yeah, I think that's looking good. Honestly, I wish I could do something about the flickery frame rate, but my god, that is just an amazing, that is just the best picture I think I've ever seen from a TX10. It's certainly better than the 26-inch, although that could probably do with a bit of setting up as well.
Well, the time is 12:45 and our daytime on 2 continues at 1:10 with Jimmy Savile's accident prevention series, Mind How You Do. Often with some more information.
Yeah, I was... God. Oh, man.